hang on here. Happy birthday, Mr. Shake. I just sung you happy birthday and everything, and I didn't realize that I didn't start my stream. So here, let me just do my thing here. Yeah, I was talking to everybody and everything else, and then I realized I hadn't started my stream yet, so I apologize, guys. And I had to get my mic set up. Okay, so just let me go to my channel here. View channel. There we go. Yeah, check out my new title page too. I put a different title page, and I got a new emblem as well, so that's pretty cool. Share here. Yes, app. I'm gonna share it to all the speeds here. There's so many groups with you guys, so I'll just share it with all of them. And done. Okay, there you go. So now my stream is there. Sorry guys, I was actually talking for a while, and I had my I was thinking that I had for some reason started my stream, but I didn't. But it started now, and actually I should go, because when I got this mic on, right, I got both my ears plugged, so it's a little different for me, right, because I can't hear my own voice. So hopefully I'm not coming in too loud on the stream, but I just want to make sure that my voice is coming through on the stream. But I just want to make sure this is coming through on the. Yeah, it is. Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure that my voice was coming through on the stream. Okay, I got the stream open on my phone there, so if anybody puts a message up on it, I'll be able to see it. And. Yeah, so anyways, I guess I have to do this again. Unfortunately for everybody, they're going to have to hear this. For Master Shake there, I think it's Master Shake. Or maybe I just call him Master Shake. But a happy birthday to you, and let's give you a little happy birthday song. Happy birthday, Mr. Shake. Happy birthday to you. And that's it from me. I think I did a little bit longer version the first time, but when I thought I was recording, but I wasn't. But anyways, happy birthday, Shake. I think it's Thursday or something, your birthday, but so we're going to do it a little bit early, I guess, because I won't be around. But yeah, happy birthday to everybody. Let me... Oh, how do I do this? Oh, yeah, that's how I do it. Okay, display all. Okay, there we go. All right, now. Okay, so yeah, it is Master Shake, so I was right. So happy birthday, Master Shake. I'm not sure how old you are, but hopefully, yeah, hopefully you have a good birthday and everything goes well, and yeah, you have a good day. But yeah, happy birthday from the ghost. And I'm pretty sure everybody in the league would like to wish you a happy birthday. And maybe you get a happy birthday race win, maybe, hey? That might be nice, yeah. So anyways, I'm not sure. Are we practicing here? Or is this the qualifying right now? Well, 29, yeah, so I think this is practice right now. I think this is practice. We will qualify in a few. Okay, so this is still practice, so that's good. So I can just ramble on and talk about whatever the hell I want. And talk about things like people's birthdays and all that kind of crap. So, yeah, so anyways, as people know, I was able to race a race in GT7 in this particular class too. The whoa, I thought something happened to my fucking TV or something. But I guess the person went into the pit that I was watching. How do I flick different people? Oh, that's how I do it. Okay. So I think maybe they're starting practice or starting qualifying now. They're getting ready to start qualifying. Is this the Nordicliff? Deluxo. You know what? I don't know. Is this no, he's not in here yet. Somebody let me know. Is this Nordicliff? Yeah, I think it is, actually. I'm just looking at the track. I think this is Nordicliff. So, yeah, this wouldn't be a good track for me. Because too many corners for me to remember. I hate long tracks. I like tracks that, you know, but host ended the game, confirmation. Whoa. Okay, I don't know what happened there, guys. Host ended the game. Okay, I don't know what's I'm pretty sure they're going to reopen the lobby and I'll be able to get back in, but or Nürburgring was that, or was that? Yeah, I think it's we got to reset the lobby. Okay, so they're going to reset the lobby. It froze. Okay, send me a message because I'm still streaming. So just send me a message on the stream when you're got the room open, and then I'll join back in again. But so yeah, I was talking about I was able to race with these guys. I wasn't expecting the nighttime race, so that kind of caught me off guard. And I also realized that I needed to adjust my buttons because in Formula One I have DRS and I got ERS too, right? And I put it on my right hand side, but the O the circle on Gran Turismo was my emergency brake. So every time I hit it, I was hitting my emergency brake when I was meaning to hit the other one on the left-hand side for my DRS. So I a couple of times I did that. I did it off the start there, which wasn't probably good because probably people behind me didn't like that. But it wasn't intentional. But it was just me hitting the wrong button. I thought I was hitting DRS and I would hit the O button, and that was actually my thing. But I've changed the button layout to counter that, so that won't happen again. But yeah, I was able to come in third, so I was happy for my first real race online on GT7. So pretty good. I got caught off guard, but I you know what, with the night race, right? Because I do drive cockpit and I don't use lines and I don't use any of that stuff. So I use marks on the road for my braking points and stuff like that. So yeah, the nighttime kind of took me by surprise, but I did okay. I was pretty happy with that, right? I don't know if I could have flipped on high beams though. I started to think about that after the race. I should have maybe put on high beams and I might have been able to see better. But what I didn't like is I couldn't see behind me, right? And I didn't want to, you know, have somebody go inside of me and me come down onto them, right? It was really hard to judge because when you're in cockpit, like you're really limited to what you can see uh, in that, right? But that's how I like to drive. I just like it as realistic as possible. Um, have they opened it up? Got to reset pros. No, I don't see anything yet. So deluxe. So just hang in there. This is going to be a good race. You're going to want to watch this, right? Because it's definitely a big track. I do believe it's going to be an hour long. I'm not sure if they're going to do a nighttime race. I always don't like nighttime races for commentary because I can't see anything. Nobody can really see anybody. You know what I mean? You just see two lights, so it's not really nice for a commentary, right? But I know that kind of realism in a lot of races, especially like Newburgh and Nordicliff and stuff like that. You know, they race into the night and stuff like that, right? Especially like the 24-hour and stuff. So, you know, that kind of way you got to be ready for it. But I haven't seen a message come up yet on my thing to say that the lobby's open. Okay, I think it's open because I see it now. So I'm going to try to jump in and see if it's up and running, guys. I didn't see a message. It says success, so I think I'm in. I think. Yeah, I think so. Here we go. Okay, so spectate, and then I got to do this again. I got to do this. Okay, so display all. Toggle the information display on screen during races. Okay, so I think that's it. I think everybody's just sitting in the pit. Are they getting ready for qualifying, maybe? Right, and like I said, it's Master Shake's birthday. I think it's on Thursday, right? But you know, I don't get to see him, so we're gonna wish it to him now. And let's everybody cheer on Master Shake for the race win. I'd like to see Master Shake win this race. It'd be kind of fitting, I think. Yeah. I don't know if everybody else agrees, but for me, I would like to see Master Shake win this race. Right, and yeah, and like I said, I had my race there. I didn't get to beat who was it? Noodles or Snuggles or Snoogle. I forget it. Snooze, that's it. Snooze McGee. I wasn't able to beat Snooze McGee. So, but you know, it was my first race on GT7, and I don't know all the ins and outs and stuff like that, how to fuel save properly. I kind of do now because I've seen now over on the right-hand corner there that I could have run different fuel modes, and I know now to short shift, and that's going to help me save some fuel. So I learned that, so that'll be helpful, right? But I also don't know little tricks that I might need to know, you know, to be competitive with Snoodles and others, right? But I wasn't able to beat Snoodles, but at least Snoodles got taken off the number one podium spot, and Willie Bounce came along and won that race. Yeah, he ran a good race. I right from the beginning. I think the night kind of took me by surprise, and but he took off from me. I wasn't able to keep up. I think I was just trying to hold the goodest position as I could and make it look pretty decent, because I didn't want everybody to think that the commentator doesn't know what he's talking about with racing, right? But I think I did pretty good with the third place. So, and I had a lot of fun racing with everybody too. So, okay, I don't think this is qualifying. I think this is just practice. So I think they'll let me know. I think they're waiting for everybody to get back into the room and stuff like that. Master Shake. Oh, okay, he went back in the pit. I hate that when that happens. All right, we're gonna have to give Master Shake a lot of airtime in the commentary today, so that he, so we can cheer him on, right? Let's everybody give a thumbs up, or let's go, Master Shake. Let's win this race. All right. Maybe he might tell me how old he's turning too. Maybe somebody can message that and let me know how old Mr. Master Shake's gonna be. Right now this might be qualifying right here. Now, I'm just wondering with qualifying, right? Me, myself, because, you know, I'm not a really, I don't get a lot into GT7, right? I'm an open wheel Formula 1 driver. I'm going to start getting back into Formula 1. I'm going to start racing and stuff like that, because I've been, you know, I kind of went off and explored some of the new games that were coming out, and that's when I met Speed. So I end up, I end exploring new games coming out, and then end up racing in a really old game, GT7. So, but at the same time, I made a new friend and met some new people, so that's good, right? But what I really wanted to talk about is the qualifying. Because it's such a long track. What are you gonna do? Maybe you might be lucky to get 2 laps in, maybe, right? I think, yeah. Looks like Speed Racer there, but it's only an out lap, right? I think these guys are going to want to get some space created before they start qualifying, I think, because you don't want a guy in front of you holding you up or whatnot, right? That's what I do anyways. I always like to open up a nice space so I got a nice clean track, nobody in front of me to get in my way, and nobody too close behind me that I have to, you know, let go by if he's quicker than me or something like that, and then cost my own lap time. But yeah, I'm just wondering how this qualifying is going to go. If it's a 10-minute qualifying, because if it's a 10-minute qualifying, what is this? Like, how many minutes does it take to do a lap on this track? Like 3-4 minutes? 5 minutes? Yeah, I don't know how long a lap time is on this track, but I think you're going to maybe get 2 in, maybe if you're lucky, because I think the time runs out, but you still get to finish the lap. So I think they might get 2 in, right? If they're able to get past the line before the 5-minute mark to do their hot lap, then they'll be able to get 2 in, I think, right? Because I think you're allowed to complete your second lap as long as you cross the line before the time runs out. So I think, yeah, you're going to have to make your lap count. You know what I mean? Because you're not going to have a second chance at it, I think, with this track. That is considering they do a 10-minute qualifying. Right? Maybe they've extended the qualifying, made it a little bit longer to give guys more of a chance. But yeah, I would hate to race this track. I love the track, okay? I think it's great. Problem is for me, especially that I don't use any of the driving aids like the line on the road, or, you know, or the little markers that tell you which way to go. And there goes Master Shake. Now, I think that's okay, because I think that's just on his outlap. He hasn't crossed across the line to start his thing, and I think that damage will go away. He's having a hell of a time for the birthday boy. Get that car going. There you go. Watch out, Trixie's coming. Right through him. Okay, so they have ghosting on. So yeah, but I love the track, but for me, I would have to go at this track for a long period of time. Lap after lap after lap to try to, and it would take me so long to try to get all the braking points in every corner, because I would forget what corner I'm coming up to. I know I would, because it's just such a long track, right? That's the one thing I don't like about some of the GT7 tracks, is they're so long that they're hard to memorize for me, right? Like, if I go to Formula 1, I can go to any track and I know exactly what I'm doing without having to practice, because I've raced them so many times, right? But there's so many tracks here that I haven't raced, right? Like, I've raced this track, but to try to memorize this track, you know what I mean? It's really hard. You'd have to go at this track lap after lap after lap to try to memorize every corner and to know thing. Because I know me, I would forget what corner's coming up, right? My memory is going in my old age. So now you see he's still on his outlap. So Master Shake, okay, like, I don't know about the other guys here. Let's go check out Snoods. Snoods is still on his outlap. Okay, so that means there's only going to be one lap. You got one lap to get it done. You're not going to have a second chance, because because it looks like, I think it's about to start right there. There you go. So his lap time starts right there. So there's no way he's going to get across the line before 10 minutes runs out. So it's going to be one lap. Qual, you got to get it done. Don't make any mistakes. Right? You've got what? I don't know, 50, 60 corners to remember. Right? So hopefully you can get them all. Right? But I know these guys are raced Gran Turismo, so they're probably a lot more familiar with this track, and they probably got it memorized a lot better than what I would. I would be braking early or braking too late because I just didn't know what kind of corner I'm coming into. Right? Because it is a long track, so it's a tough track to learn. Right? And this is a tough track, period, okay? Because it's a track that's very narrow, okay, and very long, very narrow. You've got banking on some corners, you know, but yeah, it's a tough track, right? Now I want to go back to our birthday boy because we got to give the birthday boy a little bit of time, right? So hopefully Master Shake can hold it together, and he's got all his wiping out and his mishaps on his outlap all taken care of, and he can have a nice clean run here and get himself a nice, maybe he gets a pole, a birthday pole. Okay, that'd be nice, along with a nice birthday win. I think he's going to have to deal with a Snoodles and a Willie Bounce, that's for sure. Right? I'm not sure if Master Shake was driving when I was able to race with the league. Right? I like doing that once in a while, is actually jumping in to the leagues sometimes that I commentate for. You know, for more than one reason, right? Sometimes I like to jump in there because I want the guys that are racing to realize that, you know, I'm not a guy that just talks about racing. I actually know how to do it, and I consider myself to be pretty decent, right? And you know I didn't win the race, but considering the fact that I've never raced the game and that it was going to be a night race, I think I did pretty good, and I earn some respect from the guys, I think. So when I'm commentating now for them, they and you know what, at the same time, by doing that race, it got me a lot more familiar of what's happening with the guys. So now when I commentate, I'm more, now I know how people are doing things, and I understand the system a little better, and I can better commentate, you know what I mean, on how what they're doing and what their strategies might be. Now that I've kind of raced a race, you know what I mean. I only won one race, but still, you know what I mean. It was experience and knowledge that I gained from it, and helpful knowledge for my commentary, right? I know I'm on Master Shake, but we're giving Master Shake a birthday poll commentary, or a qualifying. We'll give him the full qualifying for his birthday. We'll sit with him and see how he does. And he seems to be doing pretty good, okay? He's not got a little bit too far onto the grass there. I think he got a little too much oversteer into there. But he hasn't, he's running pretty good. He didn't spin it out. So, just as I say it, but I think he's okay. I think, thank God Gran Turismo, the car isn't like totally demolished and he can continue on. But that was Formula One, I would have been out of qualifying. My car would have been done, and yeah, I would have been disqualified from qualifying. But in this, I'm not sure that cost him too much time, but we'll see what happens when he comes across the line. All right, let's go check at Snoodles. Yeah, so it's going to be over a 5-minute lap time. So there's Speed Racer. All right. I know I'm not with the other guys, but it's Master's birthday, so we're going to sit with him for that one qualifying thing. When the race starts, I'll start bouncing around from guy to guy. But let's give that birthday boy our full attention on his attempt to secure a pole, which is probably going to be a tough ask when you're competing against Snoodles and Willie Bounce there. So, but hopefully he can get a pretty decent start finish. Sometimes, you know what, you don't have to be fast in quality. You know, if you got really good race pace, you can win it on race pace, right? Not always does the guy who qualifies first win the race, right? Actually, yeah, I qualified first and I didn't win the race. But I think maybe Willie Bounce was taking it easy on me and didn't give that full effort on his qualifying there. So I was able to get a pole, but I wasn't able to back it up with a win, right? But I had fun and I learned a lot, so I better know how to ding. I wish I knew how to change that thing though with my controller. Down in the, you know, where it has course map, how I wish I could change that, but I don't know how to do it from my controller. I know how to do it now from my wheel. But, there you go, Master Shake. I think, is that it? He qualified second place. Wasn't able to beat Noodles, who's over 20 seconds ahead of him. But Master Shake beats Willie Mounts. And Valor, I don't know. I know Valor, so this might be my first time getting to see Valor race. But great job, birthday boy, Master Shake in second place. I think that's almost as good as a pole. That's pretty good because, yeah, Snoodles isn't easy to beat. And you know what? On this track, for the amount of corners and you know, the concentration and memory, you got to remember all these corners, right? When you spectate, you can't change the course map, unfortunately. Okay, thank you, bud. Okay, so I can't change it anyway, so that's probably why I can't find it on my controller. Thanks for that, buddy. But yeah, so, oh, hang on, toke. Somebody's token. That get me thinking, should I start going up? Should I roll a split for Mr. Toke? Toke stole, but he's about 10 seconds behind Noodles. Master Shake's 20 seconds behind, but Master Shake did have that little mess up there. They might have cost him a second or two, I think, or maybe even more. Right, but still, I think good third place for qualifying, I think. Right? I think that's it. Is that everybody's across the line, I think, now? Yeah. Oh, hang on, Mr. Dalco. Mr. Dalco, toke it up, laugh out loud. Yeah, baby. Get her done. And you know what the beautiful thing is now? I can actually roll my joint and not have to sit here and hold my controller anymore now that I've got the wireless headset. Right? I hope I'm not talking too loud too either, okay, guys? I might be talking too loud because what happens is both my ears are covered. So I really can't hear my voice. It's kind of like a deaf person. They can't hear themselves talk, so they tend to talk really loud when they do make noise. So hopefully I'm not talking too loud because I know the mic on this thing works really nice. So hopefully it's not being too loud. I hope my voice is coming in good. If you guys can hear me, maybe you guys can hold off a bit, maybe. Oh yeah, that's right. You guys take a couple of minutes anyways, I think, before you guys race, because I'm rolling a joint right now, guys. I saw that guy's name, Toke, and it got me to thinking I should be token. Token. Smoking in a token. Right, but I think, yeah, these guys are going to take a little break here. A couple of minutes, they between thing, everybody gets their shit all geared up and everything else and gets ready for the race. So I think I got time to get this done and not miss the start of the race. And it's nice that I'm free. I'm wireless. I'm free. Free of wires. Yeah, I like that. Hey, I've never really, I'm not a fan, but you know, I do all the commentaries, and then you know now people want me to talk when I'm racing, so I figured I better get a headset and start maybe doing it because I didn't like having my controller next to me and then my headset, and that wire being there, especially when I'm using the steering wheel going back and forth and everything else. It's I don't like things hanging off of me and stuff like that. So hopefully this helps with me being able to do better commentaries and commentate, kind of commentate when I'm racing and explain things that are going on in my races so that I can get the people that watch more involved. So, but like I said, I hope I'm not talking too loud. I was worried that maybe because I don't hear myself, I might start to talk too loud and maybe it gets distorted or something like that. But hopefully I can try to keep my voice down because I think I might talk loud and not mean to, but it's because I can't really hear my own voice that good. Like I can hear it right now because there's no noise going on in the background, but so hopefully, yeah, that gets a thing. So, anyways, yeah, let's hear. I gotta go get my controller here. I should get this maybe done. Yeah, actually, I'm gonna finish doing this, and then I'll go down the starting order for the race. I think I got time before they get started. They're probably listening to me, so they're probably gonna give me a minute or two. I'll let you know when I'm done rolling the joint. And then I'll go down the running order of the guys and where they're starting for this race. It's a really cool track. I like this track. I like the authentic tracks. Okay, real tracks. I don't like because I think GT7 actually has some tracks that aren't real life tracks, right? I'm not. I'm pretty sure some of them aren't true to life. Like you know what I mean. But this one is true to life. It's just a killer track because it's so long. You know what I mean? But it's a fun track. But it's very narrow. It's a narrow track. It's very narrow. It's not a very wide track. So it is, it's got a lot of, it's very challenging track, but at the same time, very fun to drive, right? Once you learn it, you know what I mean? And can really drive it hard, it would be a very fun track, right? But for me to learn it would probably take quite a while. I'd have to do so many laps before I could, and you'd have to be focused during the whole race because you'd forget where I am and then overshoot a corner or whatnot, right? So, but yeah, I think it's going to be a good race. It'll be fun to watch. I'm not sure that it's going to be a nighttime race. I kind of hope that it doesn't go too much into the night because for me, and also I guess for people that watch it, when it's night, you don't see much. So you can't really. So it's a little hard to do a commentary on the nights because I have done one commentary when it was night, and it was hard. It's hard to kind of see what everything that's going on when you're doing that. All right, so I've got the joint rolled. Now let's do this. This is, I think, where I go to find this out. So there we go. Where's our starting order? We got Snoodles. In first place, he takes pole. No surprise there. And then we got Mr. Toke, who I'm not sure I've ever seen him race. And then we got the birthday boy, Master Shake, taking third place in the starting order. And then we got Willie Bounce. And these guys are all in NSXs. And then we've got Bowler, who I'm not sure that I've seen him race yet, but we're going to see him today. He's in fifth place. Then we got Speed Racer, the owner of the league. Then we got BT Logan. Might be a new face as well. I think, though, I have seen BT Logan race. I think he has raced in a race that I did commentary for. And how come I'm only getting 8 people here? Oh, next. Okay. Okay, so back. Okay, so there we go. So, yeah, so we got BT Logan. Then we got Goggles, my Canadian friend here. And then next, we got quite a few people racing tonight, actually. I think this is one of the biggest lobbies I've seen yet for this league. Too many Americans, though. We need to get some different countries in this league, kind of mix it up a bit. It'd be nice to get a couple Europeans in here, maybe. Right? Maybe a couple more Canadians. You know, mix it up so we don't see all these Americans. I'm sure the Americans would like to race some different people from around the world. Anyway, so on ninth place, we've got SRT Animal. Then we got Bones in 10th. We got Harp in 11th. And we got Miss Trixie Speed in 12th. Yeah, that's such a good qualifier. She has actually been doing pretty good. So I think that's a disappointing qualifying for Trixie, I think. Because, yeah, she's usually, getting up there in top 5 or so. Showing some improvement. At least every race I watch, I notice little improvements here and there. And then we got Nismo in 13th. And then we got Mr. Delco in 80. Mr. Delco 88 in 14th place. So we got a pretty good feel to start the race. So it's going to be, yeah. Oh, there we go. Spectate. Okay, so, yeah, so I guess they're just waiting. I'm pretty sure they're going to probably start. I've done the order. I'm ready to go. I got my joint going, so whenever you guys are ready, I'll be ready. Enter the Snoodle realm. Well, maybe the birthday boy, Mr. Shake there, can pull one out of his hat there and steal a victory for his birthday. How do I change? There we go. Mr. Delco with that yellow car. And he's in. I think pretty soon they're going to start. And going by how the what I'm seeing on the screen right now, it's looking like it's pretty dark. So I'm having a feeling that we're going to get some nighttime racing, which is especially on a course that I have a hard time seeing where people are. It's kind of hard to. It's going to be hard to see, but we'll see how it goes. Hopefully, Me, I'm not a big fan of the night racing, especially since I drive cockpit and don't use any lines on the road and markers to tell me where my racing line is and all that stuff, right? Throw a little bit of darkness in and yeah. That's definitely thing. I don't do a lot of night racing, so yeah, I would have a hard time guaranteed on this track driving in the night. I have a hard time driving in the day on this track because it's so long. let alone it being night. I would be missing probably my braking points all over the place. Right. But I'm pretty sure these guys have practiced it a bit and they're probably pretty good on it, right? I don't know if you fully ever can memorize this whole track. I guess you could, right? There are sometimes there's no way I'm going to memorize this whole track, and then, you know, you race it so many times and eventually you just end up knowing it, right? So, but yeah, it's a long track, so expect to see a good race. I hope we see some good battles going on. I don't want to. I want to see some nice battles going on. I don't want it to be Snoodles taking off. Somebody said something there, and I missed it. But yeah, it's going to be a good race. I think it should be. So we'll have to see how the thumb backed out on an accident. By accident? Thumb backed out on an accident. It's backed out of the lobby or backed out of the gas because of an accident? Is that what you mean? Maybe. I'm not sure. But maybe that's what it, actually, maybe that's what he means. Some people backed out because by accident, and that's why we're sitting here waiting extra long, because maybe we're waiting for those people to join again. I wonder how that would happen if they rejoin, if they get their qualifying spot back, or if now they lose that qualifying. Yeah, I wonder how that would go. I tell you though, this is a hard track to make a pass on too, because it being so narrow. You know what I mean? Like in GT7, you know what? A little bit of contact here and there isn't that big of a deal. As for say, like in what I race, Formula One, any little bit of contact is going to get you damage, and any little bit of damage on an F1 car pretty much forces you to have to make a pit to replace your wing or whatnot, unless you get damage that's not fixable, and then you're just screwed the whole race, right? But this race in GT7, you can get damage, a little bit of bender dents and stuff like that isn't going to affect the performance of the car. And I do believe they have the damage where the damage only lasts for a few seconds or so, and then it goes away. So that's kind of good. But I think that's what we're doing. I think we're waiting for people to rejoin the lobby again, maybe. And then we're going to start the race. And I think that's what's going on. Okay, so shit. Display all. Okay, here we go. Okay, buckle up, Buttercup. Let's go race then, boys. Sorry, we're just able to get to the front there because I had to get this set up. And there we go. We got Snoodles off. It looks like a pretty clean start. Everybody hold their spot. And it's daytime, at least for now. So I can kind of see what's going on. So that's always nice. We got Mr. Toke. I'm toking for the toker. So Mr. Snoodles has got a gang of, I think it was NSXs behind him. We got, Master Shake. You know what? He beat Willie Bounce. Willie Bounce is pretty quick. But like I said, this is a track where, you know what I mean? If you don't know the track really, really good, it's going to be hard. It's going to be a tough race, especially if you're not, like, I don't know who uses what, right? Who uses, like that, you know, the driving line and stuff like that. But if you're not using that, it is a tough, demanding track that requires a lot of focus to do well on, because it's just so long. Like when you're talking like over 5 minutes, I think. I remember once a GT7, I think I set a lap time of 5 minutes. Was it 5:55? I don't know why I remember that. But I don't know if it was on GT7 or if it was like on GT6 or whatever, or 5 or something like that. Is this GT7? Yeah, it's GT7, isn't it? Yeah. There's been so many of them, right? But I remember once doing a lap here, and I kept doing lap after lap to try to beat a time. Right? And for some reason, I have this 5:55 in my head. But I'm not sure what type of car I was using. I think it was like a BMW, I think I was using. But I'm not sure if it was like a grade 2 or a grade 3. I have a feeling it might have been a grade 3, like a GT3 type car. But I'm not sure. I can't remember. And that was a long time ago. But I imagine that when I did, I was doing lap after lap after lap, so I kind of knew the track. But I don't think you ever fully know this track. Like, if you just like lose your concentration for a bit, you can easily lose where you are on the track. At least I would, right? And forget what corner you're coming into and what type of speed you should be holding. But it looks like they're spacing out here. Ooh, what happened to Willie Bounce? Willie Bounce lost those spots. We got Bowler up in the 4th. So Master Shake, he's got to put the, I think he's going to get the move going here. So he can hold off Bowler here, because it looks like he might, no. Oh, now it's dropping down a lot. So I think maybe Master Shake there made an error. And now Mr. Fowler, oh, like I said, you overshoots that corner, and just like that, it's a couple of seconds lost and a spot. Oh, look at this. Speed Racer's up in 5th place. I don't know if I've ever seen Speed Racer not get beat by his old lady. Actually, no, I lie, because he won Daytona, that's right. But I think Speed Racer, he likes the ovals. So that's his thing. But yeah, I just thought I'd make fun of that. But you never know. Where is Miss Trixie? Still in 12th. So she, I think that's where she started. So she is holding that spot. But maybe, you never know. Maybe Miss Trixie digs down deep and still pulls off a husband whooping. But yeah, we got a pretty good turnout here. 15 guys, Mr. Delco there. Oh, and there's Nismo. Oh, Nismo. Get it together. Oh, you know what? I think I'm starting to. I hear a little bit of music. I think I don't have my settings on this because it's a new profile, so I got a little bit of music. Kind of. I wonder if you guys can hear that. I should have adjusted that because normally what I do is I just have race sound. I don't like race music going on. I want to concentrate on the sounds of the car, what my tires are doing, what the chassis is doing, and stuff like that. So that's why I always turn like music off. I only leave the sound effects and engine noises and tire squeals, the information I want to hear. That's going to help me run a better lap. Which I'm pretty sure these guys probably do when they're racing too, right? But like I said, it's a new profile that, well, it's not a new profile, but it's new for this game. And I don't think I fully went over all the settings on the profile. So I might have some things turned on that I shouldn't have turned on. Because I just quickly set up this game. I had to do a couple of things so I could get online mode opened up, and I did it because I want to do my commentary. And every time I tried to do the commentary from the different PS5, it told me that I can only use one profile, and if I used it on a different Sony, I had to use a different profile, or each time I load in, I would have to transfer the information from the other Sony to this Sony before I could actually start playing the game. So I thought it easier. I better use my other profile, my Iron Ghost 38. Profile. And then this way I have two different profiles now. I use my iGhost one on my other PS5 for racing, and now I use the Iron Ghost 38 one for my commentary for GT7, because it's different. Like in Formula One, I can do my commentary on my same profile on a different PS5, and it doesn't have to transfer information or anything like that, like GT7 does. So, but that's okay. We've got this profile set up, so we're all ready now to do my commentaries for it. But just an explanation why I'm using a different thing. It's just so I can do my commentary with this profile without having to have rebuild, like transfer data from the other PS5 to this one before I could go into the race and commentate. So that's why that's why I use this new one. Just in case anybody's wondering. BT Logan running down Speed Racer. Oh, I think Speed Racer was up in 6th, so I think he's lost a spot. Probably missed the turn. He's got his hazards on. A couple of guys got their hazards on. One light on. I don't know. Maybe these guys are sending signals. I don't know why you'd have indicators on. Normally, what happens, right? If you want a guy to get out of your way in this type of racing, I think some guys, you know, kind of do what you do on normal roads. You flash your high beams at somebody to let them know that you're wanting to get by. But it doesn't necessarily, if you're racing for a spot, it doesn't necessarily mean the guy has to pull over, right? It's not like you're, if he's on the same lap you and you're racing for position, he's not obligated to do so. Oh, Speed Racer gaps it, but luckily Gran Turismo is forgiving, and he's able to get it back onto the track without losing another spot. He's got Mac Ant coming down. He's feeling the pressure. I have a feeling this might get dark, or maybe it's looking like maybe it's the weather. Maybe it's going to get wet, right? I think maybe. I think at the end of lap 2, I think everybody has to pit. I don't even think Snoodles is going to be able to fuel save enough to be able to do 3 laps because, you know, let's just go look. Let's see where Snoodles is at. Yeah, Snoodles no way will be able to do, yeah, I don't think Snoodles, he'll have to pit at the end of lap 2 as well. But I think it's every 2 laps you're going to have to pit because the laps are so long, right? You're using almost half a tank of fuel. Not quite, but you're using them, I don't know, about a little over a third, right? Yeah, I don't know. You might be able to pull off 3 laps, but I don't think so. Right? I think if he... Actually, you might be able to, actually. Just barely. But I have a feeling that most people are probably going to be doing 2 laps in pit. But Snoodles, maybe he might be able to pull it off if he, he's got a nice lead, and the good thing about having a nice lead when it comes to fuel saving, it makes it a lot easier because you don't have to worry so much about the guy behind you. You can more concentrate on saving some fuel. But yeah, he's just getting to half a tank now. I don't know if he'd want to take the chance and try for 3 laps, but he might be able to pull it off. I'm pretty sure Snoodles has practiced this track enough times, so he'll know what he can do on the fuel. But I'm pretty sure everybody else is looking like at the end of lap 2, maybe Willie Bounce here, he's looking pretty good with fuel. Maybe he might be able to pull off a 3rd lap. But like I said, it's such a long chance. It's such a long lap. You're taking a big chance if you're close on fuel. Because if you run out, you're going to lose a ton of time. That's kind of a funky paint job on that car. Oh no! You remember the Muppet Show Animal? He was one of my favorite Muppets. Animal! He played the drums, didn't he? I think he did, yeah. Oh, look. Oh, yo, something happened there. I don't know who that was. Maybe that was Valor. Yeah, I think that was Valor. Lost his 3rd place. And it looks like the birthday boy, Master Shake, has lost a bunch of spots. So he must have had a mishap there that I didn't miss, that I missed. Or maybe he pitted. Intermediates. Yeah, he's got intermediates on. So I think rain's coming. And I think maybe that's a strategy call. He thinks the rain is going to start halfway through the lap. So he decided to pit. But I'm surprised that he didn't bother to put more fuel in at the same time. Because now he's going to have to pit probably at the end of this lap. Again. So that strategy really doesn't pay off for him now. Because he's going to have to pit again. He should have taken fuel. In my opinion. right? Maybe he's got the birthday boy jitters. Right? Oh! The good thing is, at least it's not like simulation type damage. Some of these cars would be in pretty rough shape right now. So Speed Racer making back some spots now. Trying to get your rhythm. But like I said, this is a hard track to get the rhythm. Probably really easy, right? Like I said, it's a hard track to memorize. All the braking points and whatnot, right? I'm not sure, like, all the assists that everybody uses, right? Like I can see these, like I can see the driving assist, okay? But there's other driving assists that don't show on this screen that I wouldn't know about, which would be like your driving line, your braking points and stuff like that. So that I can't see, but I can see the driving assist, like ABS, steering help, and everything else. And it looks like Mr. Speed just pretty much got everything on. Come on, you're going pro. You're going pro, Speed. You got to lose those assists. And I think the rain's starting to come down. And I think it's a bit tricky on GT. At least it was with me, a hypercar. Because I couldn't really feel when the car breaks away. It just all of a sudden breaks away. And by that point, it's... You know what I mean? It's hard to try to correct it. And there you go. I think the rain is just not getting that grip anymore. So, maybe, but like I said, with Master Shake, I think he made a good call to pit and get those rain tires. I think it's paying off for him. The only thing is he didn't fuel up. So he's going to have to pit again. And so if you're going to pit again, you might as well fill it all up with fuel and take another set of tires, because it looks like a set of intermediates is good for about 2 laps, a fuel run. In the wet, that is. But if it starts to dry up again, I imagine, I'm not sure how close to sim the tire wear is, but when you start running a intermediate tire in drier conditions, they start to heat up more and they wear like crazy. The chunks of rubber start coming off them, and the wear rate goes up dramatically in dry conditions. Was that's BT Logan? Nice looking car. Who's that? We got BT. Oh, he was going into the pit there. So yeah, I think here you're gonna put on a set of intermediates and a full tank of fuel. See, that's see, Master Shake, he had it. Like, he had the strategy, I think. He just forgot to fuel the car. And then he wouldn't have had to pit this time, and he could have went around twice before pitting. Careful, Master Shake. Oh, he might take a penalty for that. No, he didn't. He didn't cross the line. Okay. Cross the white line, you take a penalty for that. But it looks like he didn't get one. But this time he got a full tank of fuel, so I'm pretty sure he's going to probably do 2 laps. I don't see the rain stopping in 2 laps. Speed Racer holding that 7th place. Not gaining, not losing. Well, it looks like he might be having some problems coming from behind with Bones. Bones! Mac Ant, up in 5th place. Tight battle here with, look at this, SRT, Animal, we got Mac It and Fowler. All going at it for that 3rd spot. Oh, hang on, we even got, Willie Bounces in there. So we got a 4-way battle going here, so I think a little bit of my attention is probably going to be staying here. I would go up the token Snoodles, but it looks like Snoodles got a nice big 45-second, and it looked like, from what I can tell here, that Snoodles was able to do the 3 laps. Oh, Toke, though, looks like he didn't put on the right set of tires, and he's going to be struggling to get around. He's looking to get to that pit stop and get some tires on them. There you go. Yeah, it's just too wet for a set of racing mediums at that. So yeah, he's gonna lose a ton of time here. That's gonna be costly. That's gonna be huge costly for him. Yeah, he's going to be losing time like crazy. He also got a penalty. But yeah, he's going to have to baby it to get around because, so Mac in on a full set of wets. So I don't know, maybe he thinks it's really wet, but I think it looks like an intermediate type weather. I think intermediate would be the tire of choice right now. And as I'm going through, though, Fowler's also got a set of wets on. Master Shake, full wets. So there are some people that are going with the full wets. Right? Normally wets is when it's getting really wet, but you know what? It looks like maybe there's some puddles starting here and there. I think this course drains pretty good, though, because of all the banking to the corners and whatnot. I think the water drains pretty good. But yeah, I think I would have probably gone with a set of intermediates myself. I saved the wets for like really, really, really bad weather. And that, going by what I'm seeing Snoodles running, he's running intermediate, so. But yeah, it looks like I jinxed Toke there because he was up in 2nd place, but that somewhere he messed up, and maybe he just picked the wrong tire and didn't mean to, or he just simply messed up, made the wrong pit call, maybe thinking the rain was gonna slow down and he could continue on with a set of slicks, but nevertheless, having them slicks on in this condition is definitely hurting his race. He's probably just dying to get to the pits and get some tires on and get a little bit of grip. He's got Master Shake now, the birthday boy, coming to take that spot away from him. I wish where is the start line here? They don't show it like as they just show different sectors, so I don't know where the start line would be. That's his lap time, so yeah, I think he's pretty close to the start line. I think the start line coming up here, so I think he'll finally be able to get into the pit. But I'm just starting to look at the weather, actually. But I think he's got a pit anyways on the thing, but it looks like the rain might have stopped. So now those tires might actually be not too bad. But he still has to pit because he doesn't have enough fuel to go around another lap. Yeah, I think Coke was doing good. He was up in second place, but a costly error here. And he's playing catch up now. And that's Nismo. I'm wondering if Nismo's run out of gas. Nope. Oh, he's just pulling over and letting people go by, I think. Just being courteous. Maybe I doubt it would be a blue flag. I don't think he'd be that far behind. It's such a... It would be hard to... Oh, it is. Yeah, it is a blue flag. Mr. Delco coming in for a set of tires. Yeah, it looks like everybody's going to start going back to the slicks. But I think for that little stint there, you needed to get those intermediates on at least. I think Toke maybe was hoping that. Now, if it would have worked out, it would have been a really good call. Oh, now he gets a penalty. Yeah, everything's going wrong for Toke. He's toking. He's been smoking too much. Yeah, I think Toke gapped his strategy there. But yeah, I think the rain has stopped now, and I think we're going into a sorry, I'm just smoking my joint here. Started to smoke a joint and commentate at the same time, right? Because I was doing so much talking. I always thought I would have trouble doing commentary, right? Because I always thought, oh shit, what am I going to talk about for that amount of time, right? But you know what? Quite honestly, I never come in with a game plan when I come into commentary. Because once you start, if anybody ever does it, you'll find that you all of a sudden get a whole bunch of things to talk about. Because there's so many things just happening on the track, and you know, maybe there's something that comes to your mind you want to talk about, right? But there's always something, you always find something to talk about. So I surprised myself. I remember how I started commentary for leagues. And it was because I was racing, and I wanted, I think it was a Red Bull car, okay? The Red Bull F1 car, right? I wanted that car, right? It was equal performance, but I just wanted that car. So with the league owner, I made a deal with him, and this is how I started commentating, is that if you give me the car, give me the Red Bull car, I will commentate the other division for you. Right? Because there was a couple of divisions. So he gave me the car I wanted, and then I was obligated to commentate. And that's how I got started, right? And I was nervous on the first one, you know. I was, you know. Somebody said something there. I didn't see it, but yeah, that's how I got started. And it ended up going really well. And when, you know, I started getting all the feedback from people, how much they enjoyed it and stuff like that. You know, me, honestly, I listened to it, and I think, who wants to listen to me? But, yeah, people gave me some really good positive feedback and how much they enjoyed it. And that made me feel good, so I just kept on doing it. And, yeah, here I am. I remember, I think it's a couple years now I've been doing it. So yeah. But my heart and soul is racing, right? If I had to take a choice, give one up and do the other, it would be give up commentary for racing, because I still like the racing. I like to be involved in it. But at the same time, when I do the commentary, I'm able to learn things, because I can see different things. I can see things that the other, when you're driving, you can't see that the other car is doing, that I can see now, because I can see how he's using his brake. I can see how he's using his gas. I can see the line that he's using, and then I can put that into my own race. So doing commentary has its benefits when I go to race, because I learn things from other drivers that I see. Because I pay attention a lot to the what I'm seeing in the HUD, so that I can learn to see what other drivers do. That's what I do in F1, right? That's why a lot of times when you watch my commentaries, I'll always be up near the front, because I'm paying attention to the guys in the front, because I'm learning at the same time as doing my commentaries. And people that watch the commentaries back, that's what you should be doing too. You should be watching what your competitors are doing. Watch that HUD. Watch how they're using their throttle. Watch how they're trail braking into the corners, because in F1 and I think a bit in GT7 too, trail braking is important. You know what I mean? And it's a skill that's, like, even I haven't mastered trail braking, right? If you're really good at it, you know it, because the guys that master the trail braking end up being really fast. So Goggles missed the race today, sorry. Maybe one of the racers, and he's logged in to watch the race, but he wasn't able to make it. I guess he's just messaging. But Master Shake, the birthday boy, who started off pretty good, and then bad went the worst when he made that pit stop and didn't bother to. It was a smart pit stop, okay? The only thing was that he forgot to fuel the car. Because if he would have fueled the car, I think that would have helped him out a bit. But Master Shake up into 6th place now, so he is starting to make some spots back. He's got Goggles, the Canadian, coming up behind him. So he's going to have to pick up the pace and try to close up the distance, because it looks like Goggles is closing that gap. But Goggles still on the intermediate, so maybe them intermediates are still, maybe the track's still wet enough. You know, if I'm Goggles, I would want to be running in those. So Master Shake's on wet too, yeah. So what I do in F1, okay, when the conditions get like this, right, and what you want to do is wherever you can, you want to try to find those wet patches, so that you can keep them tires cool, and so they don't overheat and start to wear too much. So wherever you can, like in the corners, you want to try to find that dry line, right? But on the straightaways, you want to try to get into that wet and cool those tires down. Dang, but you know what? It looks like the rain is starting again. So, wow. Within an hour. Ray, oh! No, the birthday boy hit the wall! Not good! Not good! We got a yellow flag. And here comes Bones. He's got it going again, but it looks like that. Looks like, yeah. Bones there got distracted by that and lost it himself. But yeah, the conditions, not ideal. That's for sure. Yeah, I would have to learn how to read that weather map thing, because I was looking at it on my own when I figured out that I had different things that I could look at. But I couldn't figure out how to see that rain's coming and not. But this would be a hard race to do, because when you go dry, wet, dry, stuff like that. It especially on a long track, because if it starts raining, you know, a quarter way through, and you're still on slicks, you got 3/4 of a track try to drive on the slicks in the wet. And when the rain's coming down hard and you're on a pair of slicks, like it looks like Speed is right now, it is tough. In that situation, for me, that would be the situation where I wish I would have had assist, because trying to play the throttle with a pair of slicks, you can see how hard of a time he's having, and he's got traction control on. So yeah, wow, look at it, evasive action, all these guys. And then if you watch F1, right, they have reporting after, right? That's why everybody's required to record their footage, right? So, and that's another reason why I stream, because I can use the footage for incidents, right? But you have reports that come in, and there's a thing like what they call it, rejoining the track unsafely. If there's a car coming, you can't jump out onto the track. You actually got to wait for that car to, you know, so that, you know. So in F1, that might have been what you call an unsafe entry. Right? So yeah, so if you wipe out, like, you know what I mean, you have to, once you leave that track, you can't rejoin the track until it's safe for you to, right? You can't just jump out in front of somebody from off the track. You have to let that guy go by as not to impede his thing, or you got a penalty for it. I'm not a fan of how the Gran Turismo does their penalties. How you serve it, like when you drive through the thing there. I'd much rather have them add up your penalties, and every time you pit, they hold you in the pits for that much longer to serve the penalty. Right? And I think that's how they do it in real life, even in GT3 and stuff like that. And then there's some penalties that you can't serve in the pit that just get added on to your end race time and then deducted. But GT7, yeah, they do that penalty zone where you hit that penalty zone and all of a sudden it slows down. And I tell you why I don't like it, because, you know, if you're a car behind a guy that's about to serve a penalty, you know, all of a sudden that car slows down and you don't expect it. And if you don't have ghosting on and stuff like that, you run right in the back of them, right? So, yeah, I don't like how they set up the serving of penalties. Willie Bounce up into third place, so he's doing pretty good. It looks like he's coming into the pit. Probably going to put on a fresh set of intermediates, and yeah, it looks like intermediates going on. Maybe a set of wets. He's at a half a tank. He could have probably went around for another lap, so I think he wants to put on a different, maybe he's putting on a full set of wets, maybe. Yeah, because he had intermediates on. I wonder why. And yeah, he does have a full set of wets, so he must think it's bad enough that he needed to put on a set of wets instead of going around another lap on the intermediates. So maybe the conditions are getting a little worse. Or maybe Willie Bounce thinks this is the way, this is the strategy that's going to gain him an extra spot or two in the race. We'll have to see. We're about 3/4 of the way done now. So it looks about 9 or 10 laps for the race. SRT Animal up in second place. Looks like he's made up a lot of, it looks like he must have made some smart choices. And yeah, the Snoodles runs like driving assist, that is, pretty close to me. He does use ABS, I notice. Right, because if you don't use ABS, that turns yellow. And I learned that when I did the driving. So he does use one driving aid. So shame on you, Snoodles. There's nothing wrong. You know what? You drive with what you're comfortable with. Right? The key is that you have fun when you're out there, right? Me, myself, I just like being, like, I could be faster, you know, if I drove a different view or something like that, but I'm more concerned about realism than I am about winning races. So that's why I drive a lot of the settings that I drive, just because I want it to be as realistic as possible with my view and stuff like that. Like, if you watch Formula One, when I race Formula One, 95% of the guys and all the fast guys all use what they call T-cam, where it's a camera up above the car, right? But I use cockpit because I just like feeling like I'm in the car. Spend all the money on the rig and the wheel and all that stuff. You might as well to feel like you're really in the car. So anyway, that's why I do it that way. But I know, like, driving line, if you use driving line, that's a big, like, even though it's not like an actual driving aid, like assist, it's a bonus to use it, because it takes a lot of the thinking away, because it does the thinking for you, because it shows you what's coming up. But I just don't like sitting in the car and then seeing this line that really isn't there on the road. So that's why I drive. But I could definitely see people wanting to use it on this track because it's just so long. to remember every corner and where you are on the track would be difficult. Would be very difficult. I know I would probably be almost wanting to maybe put a racing line on just so that to help me out a little bit. But when driving assist, I don't think I would worry about that. I'm so comfortable. I've been doing it for so long that I'm used to driving with the no actual driving assist. But that driving line on a track like this would definitely be something I'd consider using. Just because, like I said, it's such a long track. It's so hard to memorize things. But like I'm watching Snoodles here, and he seems to know. I don't know if he's using the racing line or not, but he seems to be pretty decent. Like he's attacking the corner, so it almost like he does know what he's pretty. He's got this track down pretty good, maybe in his head. He's got a nice big lead, so he's a few laps around the track. You get used to it. Yeah. But I think, all tracks, you know what I mean? You do a few laps and you're pretty good, right? And then you start perfecting your braking points and stuff so that you're braking right at the right point and stuff. But a track like this, being so long, it would take you more than a few laps. You probably have to go for quite a few laps to really get it down hard, especially if you're not using that driving line and stuff. But it's a good track. This is definitely a fun track. It's skinny. It's long, and in real life, it's dangerous. Yeah. In real life, this track, it's definitely definitely a track that I guarantee you there's been a lot of lives lost on this track in racing. Hard track to pass on because it's so skinny, so many winds and turns, banking up and down. Yeah, it would be a very tough track to match. Oh, and looks like Bo's got off. I think he's going to lose that spot. Willie Bounce takes advantage of that and capitalized and gets by Bones there that had a little bit of a gapped it there and lose your concentration for a second and that's it. It's all over. And if it was real life, it would really be all over. Master Shake up into fifth, though. He's making a decent day out of. Started off good and then went bad, and now he's seeming to be coming back up into the top 5. Look at that, Miss Trixie. Oh boy, you know what I'm seeing. Oh boy, again, Miss Trixie is taking down her husband. Yeah, boy, you better get a move on. Because your missus is putting a whooping on you. Yeah, you go, girl. I like it. No pressure, Speed, but Miss Trixie's coming into the pit. Is Speed coming into the pit, or is he staying out? Speed staying out, I think. Yeah, he stayed out. But he's got quite a bit of fuel, so yeah, I can see why. But I think Trixie is going to be able to, that's going to be her last pit stop. I think, for Trixie. So I think she's going to be able to finish the race now without having to pit again. Whereas Speed, I think he's going to have to pit. Maybe. Unless he fuel saves by short shifting and maybe shifting shifting to a different engine mode and run a leaner fuel. But I think, this is going to be a race between husband and wife here. Because I do believe he's going to have to pit. I think he might pit. His tires are looking pretty good. It's just a question of the fuel. Because you definitely don't want to miss the pit stop and run out of fuel on this track. Because, it can cost you so much time. So we'll have to keep an eye on that, see how these, how the husband and wife battle goes here. I know, I'm rooting for Trixie. No pressure on Speed. No pressure. Master Shake. Yeah, I don't think he's going to catch Willie Bounce. Unless Willie Bounce has a pit stop to do or anything like that. But a good comeback. He got himself back up in the 5th place, so I think he should be happy with that. Right? Race is still not over, so you never know, right? And it looks like Willie Bounce and Bones are about to go at it. SRT Animal with a nice big gap from 2nd to 3rd, so it's looking like things are going Animal's way, and it looks like he's going to be able to secure that. So nice race pace. Snoodles is off into the distance. But we looks like we got a little bit of a battle here. I don't think I'm going to stick with Willie Bounce. Like I said, that race I won, even though I wasn't able to beat Snoodles, at least Willie Bounce was able to take that top spot for that race, so that was good. But I think Snoodles did something on the start. I'm not sure why. I remember him blowing by me there, but I also was hit the emergency brake, so I didn't help when I thought I was hitting the DRS. But he came from the back, and after the first corner, he that thing. But I think he went into the pit stop and made a pit stop to serve a penalty that he gave to himself, because I think he overshot that first corner, missed his braking, and That's how he got up there so fast. But yeah, I hit the emergency brake, and then Willie Bounce got in front of me by I think like the third or fourth corner. And then he just sailed off into the sunset. He outpaced me. I don't think I was ready for that nighttime race there. That caught me off guard. I didn't think even, you know, when I was practicing, hey, maybe I should practice a night race. I didn't even think that could happen. But yeah. So it looks like Willie Bounce has taken Bones down. Can Bones answer back and sit behind him, maybe learn thing? What do we... They're running the same tires, fairly equal wear. I don't think tires is a factor here. Oh no! And I just jinxed Willie Bounce. So now Willie Bounce, pushing a little too hard to get some separation, makes a critical error, and now he's got 5 seconds to make up. And I do believe this might be close to the last lap. Oh! And now Willie Bounce probably driving a little angry. And pushing it a little too hard because he's trying to make back that ground. And now he's missing a couple of more corners. I know sometimes that happens to me, you know, you have a bad wipeout and you try to make back the time, but you push too hard and you end up costing yourself even more time. And it looks like that might be happening to Willie Bounce. So, but I know what that's from. It's out of frustration. You're wiped out and you're upset and you want to try to get it back, and then you just start making more and more errors, and that's what's happening. It looks like Willie Bounce now is going to have a tough time. And he better be careful because Master Shake might be getting his birthday gift and get that 4th place. Because, yeah, get it going, Willie Bounce. Focus. I think just concentrate now, calm down, and start running those good laps that you were running before. I don't think you're going to catch Bones now, so I think you should just calm down and because if you keep I think you're pushing too hard, you're frustrated, I think. And it looks like Master Shake is probably Master Shake's probably getting a little excited. He's probably noticed that time has dropped dramatically, and he's all of a sudden thinking, maybe I might be able to get this 4th place. But Master Shake's going to have to pit. But no, he's not. No, he's not. Because it's going to run out before he crosses the line, I think. Final lap. There we go. This is it. Final lap. And Snoodles, I think, is going to be the only guy that makes it across the line. So Snoodles is going to end up doing an extra lap on everybody. I think that's how it goes. So these guys will do, so Animal is going to get, looks like he's going to get 2nd place. Because I think he's just about at the line here. Getting close to it, I think. And I think Snoodles will be the only one that runs 10 laps. Ooh, hang in there. Willie Pound, he's trying. He's starting to concentrate now. And maybe Bones is messing up. Maybe there's still hope for Willie Bounce. It looks like he's got his concentration back. Don't push too hard, Willie. You got a shot. Just don't mess up. Don't lose concentration. And push too hard. And you just might get that third place. I think they got to be close to the line here. Where are they? I think they're really close. I think this is where the pits happen. So I think this is right close. And Willie Bounce is almost there. He's almost got it. So I didn't think he was going to catch him up. But once he got his concentration back, I think he's got him. Yes, and it's Bones that messes up. Willie Bounce. It's going to take third place, I think. We've got SRT Animal with second place. And I think it's looking like Willie Bounce is going to secure that third place. A little bit of a battle with Master Shake. Still probably looking, maybe I can still get it. But I think it's, yeah, I think they're really close to the start-finish line. Oh, hang on, what happened there? Oh, because I think somebody crossed the line after the time, so they didn't even let Snoodles finish his lap. So that's it. Snoodles in first place. And, yeah, I wish they'd let everybody finish their laps because I think the birthday boy might have been able to gain an extra spot there if he would have been able to go all the way to the line. But I guess once one guy goes across the line, the timer starts. And no matter where you are on the track, that's where the race is. That's too bad. I don't like that. I wish they'd let the other cars at least race to the line, right? Because I think we might have had a position change there. Oh, well, is what it is. So anyways, let's go look at the results for the race. We've got Snooze McGee again on the top. I hate seeing this guy on top all the time. No, I'm kidding. Great job, Snooze. Yeah. And then we've got SRT Animal with a great thing. I'm not sure where he started, but I do believe he gained a lot of spots to get second place. So great job for him. And Willie Bounce gets third place. So also another great job. Master Shake started off good. Host end of the game. Okay, so anyways, I wish he wouldn't have ended the game because I was going to go through all the guys there. But he ended the game, so I can't go through all the guys. But anyways, it was a great race. I guess I got to cut it short. And I hope you guys enjoy the stream, guys. And happy birthday, Master Shake. I hope you have a good time. And I'm the ghost. And I'm out till next Tuesday, where I will be doing commentary for these guys again. And yeah, log in on Sunday because I think this Sunday I'm gonna do a race in Formula One, and you guys can check me out running in that league. It's also another league that I do commentary for. So there you go. Anyways, guys, enjoy the stream and happy birthday, Mr. Shake, and congrats to Snoodles on the win. I'm the ghost, and I'm out.